somebody's coming to you and they say, "Hey, I think I want to sell my business. I don't know where to start." What are some of the factors that you're taking them through, making them think about to really let them get an idea of where they are and where they need to go?
Yeah, that's a great question. Let me put it to you another way. What normally happens is somebody will come to me and say, I think I want to sell to my son. I think I want to sell to
Mhm.
my son-in-law the business, and he's been working for me for 5 years, right? So they got this plan, right? They got this mental thought in mind of what they had planned on. And then I'll go and have a conversation with that person. And quickly I realize they're not interested. Matter of fact, it used to be about 60% of the spouses or the child in the family wanted to run that business.
Mhm.
Now it's less than 10%. Family
Wow.
members don't want the business. Now, mommy and daddy put you all the way through school, you know what I
Right.
mean? Bought you the jet ski, living in the beautiful home, right? But they don't want that life. They want something different. Not necessarily better, but different. They don't want to do that, whatever that is. They lived it their whole lives. And so for me, I have to be the one to tell the owner, that's not going to be an option. They're not interested. Or I got to be the one to say, they're not qualified. They, they will fail. You will be setting them up to fail if you just hand them this business. It will not succeed. Or, surprise, surprise, they don't have the money that you need to retire to buy your business. So that's most of the kind of things
Yeah.
that happen. So those are the first initial conversations that we dig into. Once we get there, then I think is the question you actually wanted to ask me, which is
Right.
what are the sort of specific
Yep.
details? So let's talk about that. So there's things like financing, the financial detail of the business are really important. I'm surprised how many people, small business people, don't know what their P&Ls look like or don't know the story that the P&L is telling. Same thing with a balance sheet. Most small business people don't even know how to read a balance sheet, let alone that there's a story that it's telling them. So that's the first thing that I have them do. Site visit is very important. I go over and over again that listen, it's just like a home and that it's got to be neat and clean. You can't have this stuff piled up. I was talking with a client, a auto repair guy, been in business 44 years. Don't you think he knows how to repair a car?
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, yeah, believe me, he does. Matter of fact, he can tell you how long it will take to repair the car, right? But when you walked into his office and you walked into the show, he's a pack rat, he couldn't throw anything away. I might need that part. You know, because he's so smart
Yeah.
in his industry, that part I might need 2 years from now, and it would save a client $100, right?
Yeah.
He can't throw it out. The problem is it starts building up after 40 years. The buyer looks at that, and to them, it's nothing but scary. So I got to be the guy that says, listen, we got to clean this place up. It really matters a lot. So those are probably the first two things I would tell you, the finances and the actual makeup of a business. And I don't mean just retail. I mean, let me tell you something. It could just as easily be a sales and marketing business, a online business. Believe me, your computer and your files absolutely need to be neat and clean, and the processes need to be in place for them.